let's start with your reading, Aries. This reading is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. Make sure to check out the readings for all of your signs in order to get a better understanding of your situation. In the description down below, you can find the playlist for each individual sign. Feel free to check that out. Now, let's look into your past energies, current energies, and the upcoming events for you. Okay. The energy at the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups, followed by the Nine of Swords. So right here, I immediately see that right now you are impacted by a love that hurts, a love that makes you feel small, that hinders you. Instead of making you want to expand, making you want to grow and love even more, this love is giving you some sort of fear at this moment in time or in the past. And right now, for some reason, this comes back up because something is going to happen regarding this connection. We will see. But overall, with that Nine of Swords right next to a card so positive, so beautiful, and for so many reasons, we see someone who maybe is trapping you into the idea of this Ace of Cups. Someone who has the power to manipulate the environment around you, which here you see as being dark, and making you believe that instead it's this Ace of Cups for some reason. You see how someone, if this is you with the Nine of Swords, you feel defeated, but you still want to fight. You still have one more fight in you. And that energy, it's something that maybe you're going to invest into this Ace of Cups, or maybe you'll shift it. You will invest it in yourself or someone else. We'll see. Overall, I see that you still respond to this person in a way or another. Maybe you're even still in love, but your heart and your mind are in conflict right now because there are a lot of unresolved issues. Maybe up to this point or in the past, you have used to say yes to a lot of things that maybe you wanted to say no to, right? And you maybe sacrificed things in the name of love for the sake of love and the relationship. But all of those things piled up and eventually they created this environment where you're not happy. And although this person, I see it here, still calls you in, you have to understand what's best for you, Aries. Enough of you giving to other people. Enough of you adapting to other people's needs. When is it going to be your time? In your past position, look at these two cards. Strength reversed and the Five of Swords. I see that perhaps chances are that you met this person in a time in life where you felt a little weaker. Maybe you were going through a loss, or your foundation was not stable for any reason, honestly. And that's when you met this person. Now, when you enter a connection, a relationship that way, your mindset will truly dictate the dynamic, the upcoming dynamic between you and your person. If you need support, if you need things from this person, they might give them to you, but at the same time, they hold some sort of power. Is that negative? It doesn't have to be, no. But if the person you're getting into a connection with, it's someone who thrives on weaker people, on this power, who actually base the overall dynamic on that specific element, them being in power, now that's not the best thing for you, Aries. In other words, what I see here is that you are with someone who has a tendency to look for people in need. Now, don't get me wrong, this is not someone who does this on purpose, and eventually they come in and take advantage of the situation, change your life, and overall just destroy your environment. No, this is someone who feels at their best, at their happiest, when they are in control, when they're giving to someone instead of receiving. That could be good, but it can be bad whenever they actually get to a point where that power becomes toxic. And now they want to tell you what to do, tell you how to feel. They don't engage in real conversations with you because they almost feel like you're not on the same level. You see how quickly something like this can escalate, and you don't want that to happen. You have to keep your power, keep your strength. We never want to see this card reversed, but for reasons that connect to the fact that maybe you were weaker at the time, and that connect to the fact that you fight for relationships, that you want to make things work. This is the situation that was created around you. Now, they might not even be aware of this behavior, but it's clearly here. I see someone who's not strong themselves overall, or on the other end, and that's why they need people like you. Now, what we see in the current situation, the Star, the Four of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles. So, overall, right here, we immediately see that you're soon starting to feel better. This might be something that you are experiencing right now, or Aries, you're soon gonna get here. So don't worry. Don't feel like you don't have the possibility to be happy or to be in control, because as we see with the Star, you are able to focus on a good solution and a good strategy to finally move forward. A new awareness is about to enter your energy sphere, and you're about to find your strength again. You know, what I see here is that you have fought hard enough, and now you don't have any energy left to fight. And so you're left with the obvious, right? Whatever will be, will be. I am done. And that, although it might feel weak, it actually makes you strong, because now you're thinking, you know what? I have nothing else to spend for this connection. I have nothing else I can do. I can try. And so for the first time, I can really say that I am done. And that gives you power, because it's exactly what you should have done from the beginning. And in the very middle of the reading, Four of Swords, you analyzing, you trying to understand things from a more logical standpoint, trying to pick up on their patterns as well. You know, right here, you might be wondering, since we were talking about you finding a way to move forward, what is going to be that way, the most successful way? What will happen if I insist, if I give it another chance, if I tried a little bit harder? It's almost like when you're gambling at a casino, and you're playing on the slot machines, and you always feel like the next one is the winning one. You know, you have put enough money, and you know that that machine, it's soon going to pay, soon going to give rewards. And you always feel like that with this person. One more try, the next one, I know the next one is the one. And so right here, you're overall trying to understand if that's the case, but also you're now for the first time really thinking within you, what if instead I move on and disappear? You know? So their actions can still deeply impact you, and you don't want that anymore. And so right now, you're really trying to understand what is the best approach at this point. It's funny, with the Six of Pentacles, I really see that you are thinking to give them what they gave to you, to mimic their actions and behavior in this situation, to show them how it feels to be treated like that, to maybe just disappear like they did, move on, just like they claim to have done, right? And so right here, you're really getting back your power, which I love, Aries. You absolutely have to do this. And also trying to find a way to be successful with or without this person. Coming towards you, very, very interesting. Six of Swords, Eight of Cups, and this Child of Swords or Page of Swords is really connecting to these two cards. What I'm seeing right here overall is that you can be that success story that you absolutely deserve to be. It's hard, but you have to go through that transition, as we see here with the Six of Swords. You see the sun right there on the horizon. That's a very good sign. It's hard because of the unknown in front of you. You don't know how to get from here to there. But, you know, this is really much like head out in the dark and not being able to see where your feet are going. And you might be thinking, you know, I really want to go for this, but I am not used to do this anymore. I'm not used to starting all over, to date again, to find someone new. I am just not in that world anymore. But right here with the Eight of Cups, honestly, this is all you have to do. You move on, disappear completely, and never reach out again. You're still wondering what would be their actions. And in general, what would come up next for me once I fully go for this. And here we see two very important cards, honestly, coming towards you. The Child of Swords, as we were saying, and the Two of Cups. First of all, someone's attention is on you for some reason. Right here, I do believe, since it's swords, that this relates to this other person. Someone who is actually acting behind the scene, underneath the surface. They're looking at you. They know that you're truly moving on, and they're not used to this either. And so this person clearly is spying on you, but also coming up for you. You have a very romantic time, which you wouldn't expect given everything that you're going through, right? But that Ace of Cups is finally going to mature to the very next step with the Two of Cups. And so overall, in your near future, we see this person spying on you, this person still not letting go of you, although you are letting go of them, and a romantic time with someone here. We will have to see if this is with this Child of Swords or if this is someone new that you meet on your path right here, on your new path with the Eight of Cups. Overall, Aries, you are going to move on, and you know what? You're going to be happy, which is all that matters. So let's see. Let's keep looking into the... Oh, look at this Child of Swords now brokenhearted. Wow. This is definitely a very important message because someone now is realizing something that they didn't realize before. So let's keep going with the reading. I want to see how this overall situation is about to evolve in the near future and how it's going to transform in the distant future as well. Who is this person? What are their intentions right now? But especially, what is this Two of Cups about? And what should you know about it? Let's look into it. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, Aries, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week, I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a free personal 30-minute reading. I send out emails every Monday morning to confirm. Make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Aries. Look at the bridging energy that is taking us from this current situation to the future situation. And you really could have not got a better card. Justice, right here, it's all you really need. Something that really brings some balance back into a situation where the power was all on them. Regardless of what happens in your future, regardless of what happens in this connection, the most important thing is for you to retain your power. Because when you give that away, now you're not in control anymore and you cannot be happy, not 100%. And so Justice is really talking about the sunshine after the rain. And what comes next? It's going to be something that you already know, that it's going to really be good for you and fair to you, finally. So let's immediately look into your near future and how it's going to evolve also. But for now, the first thing that I want to focus on is this Child of Swords and Three of Swords, and trying to get into this person's mind for a second, trying to understand why they're still holding on to you, what their feelings and intentions are, and perhaps their upcoming actions as well. Do they connect to this Two of Cups, or is this someone brand new? Let's start clarifying these three cards, and then we'll keep going from there. All right, I already have the answer on that. Okay. Surprise, surprise, Aries. Surprise, surprise. All right. Here's the deal, Aries. What we see right here is obvious.